At exactly 2:13 a.m., Ethan's phone started ringing from an unknown number. At first he ignored it, probably spam. But a few seconds later, a message appeared on his screen. "Pick up the phone, or you'll die in 5 minutes." Ethan laughed nervously. Someone had to be messing with him. But the moment he finished reading the text, every light in his house suddenly shut off. The entire place dropped into darkness. Outside, heavy rain slammed against the windows, while the house became completely silent. Then, his phone started ringing again. Same number. This time, Ethan answered. For a few seconds, all he heard was breathing. Slow, heavy breathing. Then a voice finally spoke. "Ethan, listen carefully." Ethan froze instantly, because the voice sounded exactly like his own. "Who is this?" he asked shakily. The caller took a slow breath. "I'm you, 1 hour in the future." Ethan immediately hung up. There was no way this was real. Probably some AI prank. But only 3 seconds later, the phone rang again. Hesitantly, Ethan answered. This time, the caller simply said, 3, 2, 1. Suddenly, crash! A loud sound exploded from the kitchen. Ethan nearly dropped the phone. Slowly, he walked toward the kitchen. And there, lying across the floor, was a shattered glass. Exactly the way the caller predicted. That's when the fear became real. The voice spoke again. "In the next 10 minutes, someone is going to knock on your front door. Don't open it." Ethan nervously looked at the clock. 2:21 a.m. A few seconds later, knock, knock, knock. Slow, heavy, unnatural. Ethan's blood ran cold. Carefully, he walked toward the front door and looked through the peephole. Nothing. The hallway outside was completely empty. Then the caller whispered, "Good. This time, you didn't open it." Ethan stepped back. "This time?" For a moment, the caller stayed silent. Then finally, in the last timeline, you opened the door. And that was your biggest mistake. Ethan's breathing became shaky. None of this made sense. Timelines, future calls. It was impossible. Then suddenly, the caller spoke again. "Don't look at your bedroom window." Naturally, Ethan turned toward the window immediately, and his heart nearly stopped. Standing outside in the pouring rain was a tall figure wearing a black hoodie, pale face, completely motionless, just staring directly at him. Then the caller shouted, "I told you not to look. Now it's seen you." Slowly, the figure outside began to smile. Ethan stumbled backward in panic and slammed the curtains shut. His hands were shaking uncontrollably. Then he heard it. Footsteps, somewhere inside the house. Slow, heavy, getting closer with every second. The caller's voice became urgent. "If you want to survive, do exactly what I say." Ethan was almost crying now. "What is that thing?" For several seconds, the caller said nothing. Then finally, "That thing is us." That's when Ethan noticed something horrifying. A shadow slowly appearing beneath the bedroom door. The handle began to move, very slowly. Ethan could barely breathe. The door creaked open, and the person standing there was him. Same face, same clothes, but the eyes were completely black. On the phone, future Ethan whispered one final word: "Run." The call disconnected instantly, The next morning, police found the house completely empty. No signs of forced entry, no blood, no Ethan. The only thing left behind was a phone sitting on the table, and the last dialed number was calling itself.